Hey guys, today we're doing a part two, or a sequel to cars that I don't like looking at, but this time we're gonna do cars that I like looking at, aka I think that these cars are pretty attractive to look at. I don't necessarily love them. My kitty is playing in the background. He's doing bunny kicks. I wouldn't say that I'm like overly happy about looking at any of these cars except for maybe the first one. The first car that I like looking at is a Subaru Crosstrek, and I am partial to these. I've always wanted one. I have one currently, and they are just the perfect single person with no kids car. You know what I mean? Like they're the perfect lesbian car for a lesbian. Most Subarus, I think, are pretty attractive to look at. So yeah. Number two, Hyundai Tucson. I mean, I crashed out about Hyundai in the last video because of the Santa Fe and the pickup truck. Hate to see those. But the Hyundai Tucson is just like a standard SUV. And anytime I see one of those, I'm like, that's just like a regular ass SUV. It doesn't stand out to me. Don't necessarily like looking at it, but it's a breath of fresh air compared to some of this shit. Next, GMC Terrain. I crashed out about the the other GMC SUV in the last video, but again, it's just like okay, there goes an SUV. Oh wow, look, there it goes, and it's not really anything special to look at. It's just like a regular car, and that's what we like to see because it's not distracting. Because if I'm crashing out about looking at an ugly ass vehicle, I'm distracted. Next, I like Chevy Malibu, and this is old and new. I don't discriminate against Chevy Malibu. I like them because, well, first of all, I had one up until a few years ago, and I really liked it. Perfect, like, starter vehicle or whatever, and the new ones aren't terrible. So, Chevy Malibu. Like a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Now, which one, I don't know. But I'm gonna put a picture. This specific one right here, I like. But I would say, in general, I like the Mercedes-Benz. Like the look of them. And I also like Volvo. Volvo is cool. I think they're iconic, and I think that they didn't do anything wrong. So I like a 4Runner. I like to see a 4Runner. I want a 4Runner. I think that they're too big for what I would need a car for, so I've put off on getting one because I just don't need a new car right now, and I don't need a big car ever. I like to see one. I'm like, good for you. Good for you. You achieved your dream, and I have that dream, and someday I hope that I can have a 4Runner because I just think that they're really nice. Toyota makes pretty nice cars, I would think, in general. I've never crashed out about a Toyota before, other than when I got backed into. Someone backed into me in a fucking, what is that called? Tacoma. It was a Tacoma. I hate those. And it's just because of that. But Toyota has never done me dirty. You know? I think Priuses are kind of ugly, especially the new ones. They're weird, but I like that. At least back in the day, I kind of used to want a Prius because I liked the environmentally friendly aspect of a Prius. Like it's always been like its shtick, so to speak. Shit, Honda makes some ugly fucking cars, as we know. But the Honda Pilot, to me, is very attractive. I like that. I also like the Passport, but I think that kind of looks similar to a 4Runner, in my opinion. I think that if I were to choose between the two, it would be a 4Runner all day, every day. So I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. If I'm just partial to a 4Runner. But yeah, I like the Honda Pilot. I think that those ones are nicely shaped and attractive. Finally on my list is a Jeep Cherokee, not the Grand Cherokee. I think that the Grand Cherokee looks like a grand piano. I think that those are kind of dumb. And in my last video, I said that Jeeps are pretty attractive and that I don't hate looking at any of the Jeeps. Now, if you put one of those damn pickup trucks in front of me or something, I'm gonna be like rolling my eyes because I hate pickup trucks in general. But the Jeep pickup truck is disgusting in my opinion. It doesn't have anything to do with anything other than the fact that it's, well, first of all, it's too fucking square to be a truck. Like, I'm confused. They literally just like took a Wrangler and put a bed on it, in my opinion. I think that that's stupid. But the most attractive Jeep model to me is a Cherokee, just because I think that they're mid-size. I mean, I don't know. I think they're maybe big, but I like, you know, like me and my Crosstrek, I like having like a smaller mid-size like hatchback. And I think that the Cherokee is like probably slightly bigger than that, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think that it's a good size. Cars that I'm impartial toward are like those big like Cadillac Escalades and stuff. Like, I don't think that they're ugly per se. I just think that they're unnecessary. And like every line of that, like I can't even think of any of the other ones. Like the big ass, like fancy, they almost look like hearses. That class of vehicles, to me, I'm like, you know, like it's just, it's not here nor there for me, and I don't really care. I'm feeling kind of subdued today. So that's why I decided to make a somewhat positive video. I started crashing out just a second on that, but I reeled it back in. We're back. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish my skincare. Thank you guys for watching part 2. And hopefully I'll think of something else to talk about for next week.